We're off to see the wizard.
The wonderful dead wizard.
Pretty much. And welcome back, everyone, to the Dragon's Concord and the Menagerie. So, where we last left off, there was feasting, and everyone had a great time, and nothing untoward was of concern. Right?
Man in a box.
That was a man in a box.
There
was a divot with no guts at all.
A man.
0 guts.
In the box.
So, you've just had your lovely, lovely meal.
And now we're off to go and find the architect's body so that we can get a favor, so that we can leverage that favor so that we can get out of here and stop being stuck in the goddamn menagerie. Docent!
Again, the spiky one.
No, I will not be confined to vocabulary.
Don't censor me.
The architect
I would really like to not be magically dissected. That's all I ask.
The architect of whatever this ley line bullshit is.
Maybe like the cell.
The architect of reality.
Yes. There's a ritual that they are performing requiring a
Sanders looking motherfucker.
giant wooden ball that some of us apparently want to whittle into a D20 shape or a dodecahedron shape. Wow, I remembered that
You
word.
did remember.
Well, yeah.
Congratulations.
I was trying to, I couldn't.
And we are attempting to facilitate that ceremony to some extent, so far as its goals align with ours.
Cool. So, you all begin heading off following roughly the direction you were told. Survival checks.
What?
Where's Sleeve Stack, right?
Yeah.
14.
I'm like actually kind of a horrible hunter as far as goes
No
my survival.
idea.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is the plant which you pluck tankards from.
Now, those
There is a
just appear
there is a tankard of alcohol in the bushes.
Why?
because my God knows me and appreciates
Why
me.
does his
Why
God
doesn't
like him more
why
than
doesn't
any gods
your
like
God
us?
get us the fuck out of this place?
Maybe this is his way.
Actually.
Survival.
See?
14.
10 for me, 17 for Sleeve Stack.
That's a total of 11.
So, it takes about twice as long as you'd think.
This is why I wanted to bring the guards.
They didn't
They
want
did
to
not
come.
like us. They were not picking up
They
the
didn't.
vibe.
They didn't
they
like
didn't like it.
you guys.
But yes, you do eventually, after zigzagging back and forth. It's getting to about midday on the second day, but you've made progress. You're pretty sure you made progress. Reflex saves everyone.
That's never a good
Well,
sign.
perception check first, then reflex saves.
Perception and then reflex.
Ooh!
Ook.
Natural 20 for me.
30.
Oh, that's only 23.
21 for me.
And then
Oh, nat 1 for that'll do.
Sleeve Stack
23
gets a
for
27.
Cool.
19 on the reflex.
As you're talking and walking, it'll be just whistling along, totally oblivious. You go, ooh, metal spike.
See, this is why I hate walking through the woods.
But
Because
don't,
of
aren't you
metal
so
spikes?
glad that I have
That's
great
where we were
sight?
concerned.
No, I'm saying the metal spikes in the woods. Is that a normal thing? That's not what I. That's
No,
not my
that's a
experiences
trap.
in walks.
That looks like pokey things meant to break your feet.
There's a
Back
lot
up.
of them.
pally things.
Back up. Grab a stick.
Well, how
Javelin, toss it into
how
the
far
spike.
into the minefield are we?
Is it an iron spike or is this just a completely different?
How would you know?
Look it.
Craft blacksmithing.
Yeah, well, I don't have that.
I have craft armor.
Do it. That'll work.
Craft smithery.
19.
It's not iron.
No, that's not iron.
Oh,
Is that just a wood stick covered in elf poo?
Striking it with a stick didn't do anything.
It's definitely metal.
Mm-hmm.
They're maybe 1/4 inch thick, about 3 or 4 inches long, sharpened, a silvery metal of some sort.
I'll reach down and...
It's stuck and get pulled a little bit, but
Okay.
yeah,
It's only the sheep proper that are vulnerable to iron, right?
cold iron specifically.
Cold iron.
Okay.
And you said there's a whole bunch of these laid out?
As you look around, there's a
I'm so going
bunch
to grab
everywhere.
up a whole bunch of these.
Yep.
I'm adding a cold iron spike to my inventory.
There's a good number all over the place.
Yep. Since we have to carefully step our way through this or find a way around, finding a way around is probably we should probably just go as straight as we can.
Yeah,
Given the
just cut
guidance.
through it. It's not like we just have to be careful,
Yeah.
sweep the land in front of us with a stick.
It'll take a good amount of time as you pick your way through. The benefit you have, if you miss and you touch one, like just as you kind of move your hand along, you go, oh, there it is. It doesn't cause bone-searing agony.
Yeah. I'm going to collect...
Fey and cold iron.
Oh, no, he's draconic. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Can I collect like 20 of them?
Yeah, it'll take a
These
bit of
could
time.
be useful. Yeah, I guess. Do.
They're less than a shiv, but yeah.
Bag of caltrops.
Oh, but
Do we find a body while we're waiting for that?
not yet. But as you're getting closer, and it's a large field.
You really went to out town on this.
I mean, if you... Imagine you're marching a troop of 8 guys through here, and one of them suddenly is collapsing on the floor with unconsolable pain.
Perception check. And a will save.
So is this like a circle properly, or is it just like a field?
Field. It's
Oh,
gonna be a
so
ring
it's like more
around.
of a okay.
29 perception.
Mm-hmm.
Will save.
Can I be laying something down to
23
this is
will.
where we went through?
Sure. As you're picking, because you picked up so many of them, you realize they don't clink as they rattle together. As you look at it closer, it's wood. They're not cold iron, they're wood. Snaps. It's a stick.
We've been duped.
All of them are sticks?
They're all wood.
God damn it!
They've just been painted.
They're not painted.
They just lose
fuckery.
silver.
I cast Detect Magic.
Yes.
Illusion magic.
Usually have better nose for that. I feel like a fool.
It's
Wouldn't
not.
she have better nose for that?
You'd think. That's why I didn't ask you. It's the pattern is weird. It's seen because you've used to illusions in one. You know what they look like. You've also seen occasionally like a geas or a questing effect where it's keyed to someone, and it seems to be the opposite of that. It is designed in such a way, and the two of you arcaning together will figure this out. It's designed in such a way that the aura of magic is invisible to those tied to the sheet.
Have I ever seen the docent be able to handle cold iron? So he's similarly afflicted.
As far as you know,
You're the one who stabbed him with it, so...
Yeah, and our friend said it felt like a good stab, and then I got ripped to pieces.
And then you got absolutely gobbled.
And then I got molted.
Then you got turned into chair.
probably.
That version.
So, but in any of these subdomains that we have I witnessed a thing of cold? Like, can you pull iron in here?
Iron, yes. Cold iron is specifically forged in a very specific way. It never sees heat. You don't recall ever seeing cold iron. Even you, as much as you're with the Fae, you even hesitate just a little bit reaching for it. It doesn't affect you, but it just feels wrong to reach for. Like reaching for a burning hot coal. Your brain says, don't do this.
You gotta override your subconscious.
And you can.
So
It just
this could have been
you
a
pause.
trick or a substitution by the docent,
Definitely.
by the spike-headed one.
I mean, we know that
The pointy one.
we know that he is not all powerful.
You do see a small hovel is being mean. A small dwelling built with one of the trees up ahead.
A hamlet. Little home.
It's nice. It's well put together. It's well clean. It's strong, stable,
Covered in
sturdy.
blood.
May have slightly make introductions.
Well, he's dead.
He's dead. Are you that good?
I'm very charming.
All right, go ahead. Knock his pants off.
Wait, so does this mean like if are we deciding whether or not
Well,
the docent is
I'm
causing
also-
this illusion, or will
my-
he be subject to
My
said
thought
illusion?
is that we can't actually consider this that's not cold iron. We can't take anything for granted. So he may or may not be dead.
We don't have enough information, but this is a good determiner whether or not we're fighting limits.
So, I assume this is all now collective information that these caltrops are illusory.
They're wood. They're real, but they're not cold iron.
Oh, gotcha. So
Yeah,
they'll
they-
still poke you. They're just not.
Oh yeah, it's a shiv.
But to the people, to
Still a
the
punchy
she that
stick.
live here, they may as well be in terms of the way that they are perceiving them.
And occasionally, mind over matter,
Yeah.
they might be hit just as hard.
So I mean,
It's worth
insurance
it's worth
policy in case
Yeah.
our diplomacy goes wrong.
So, it looks like you've seen hollows in trees. It looks like it's kind of been expanded out, and a door has been made out of leaves, sticks, and vines, kind of grown in and through it with the tree itself. Trees maybe
You want to knock on the
20, 30 feet wide. So
That would be a polite thing to do. So I will rattle on the door. Oh, enter.
as you open it up, it is clearly some sort of workshop. Not like one you've generally seen with lots of tools, inventions, and things that you would expect to see, but it is definitely a arcane tinkerer's shop. Half built, half designed things all over the place, schematics all over the walls, runes, rituals drawn across floors, ceilings, objects. Tables are covered with papers and diagrams and notes and half built little
Doohickeys.
doohickeys. And there's a body in the middle of the floor.
You seem like a druid.
Druid artificer.
Interesting.
I loot the body.
Yes.
Loot
Walk.
that body.
Well, hold up.
Yeah.
So, definitely has elven features. Long ears, elongated features.
Does it have an egregious nose?
Still hurtful, by the way.
Silvery green hair. Wearing a lot of leather. A mix of armor and just apron and pockets and things. Face down on the ground. It looks somewhat desiccated, but not mummified.
Is it the? Did he just like drop dead? Is there a puddle of blood that he's
No
laying in?
blood. As I look to touch it though, the skin caves away. It's just ash inside.
Gross.
You need to stop touching things.
Fuck you.
I mean, the whole point was to bring the body back to them, and
Maybe an urn would be called for here instead of a body bag.
Something to keep with him. I
How
grab the
long has
leathers
this thing been
and
dead? They made it sound like it was
Body.
a couple of days ago.
just try to roll it.
So
The body just disintegrates. Perception check. The
How
skin.
long were we
more or-
walking?
the skin more or less holds.
we're
chunks of
bad
it.
at this, though.
17.
Cool. Heal checks. Heal check probably be the best one if anyone has that, as well as knowledge arcana.
what about
Spellcraft.
knowledge of shiny things that look useful?
It's a very specific skill.
20 spellcraft.
This is definitely magic of some sort. This isn't like body decayed to dust. This person was burnt from the inside out.
It looks like a necromantic magic almost.
Have I seen the effects of cold iron on a sheet?
It's not this.
Okay.
This seems, like magic to that, like pesticides fields, that sort of thing.
The only reason why I've ever been in a field is to screw the farmer's wife.
Whoa, gross. That's messed up.
Yeah, it's not great.
All right,
Just
fox,
saying.
fox of the field. But
In
this
the hen house.
this seems like magic that would be used to like kill crops.
This is not.
So you think Farmer Bob back there did this?
No, I'm thinking that this is along the same route, like disintegration, that sort of thing, desiccation, not necessarily.
So specifically, does it
Someone-
look like there was an ignition source where like the energy was leached from it?
The way that he's set up, does it seem like he was defensive?
Looks like he may have been going towards something, got hit, and just pancaked.
I look at his body, square myself up to where his feet were, and trace a line to what he was pushing, to what is in the line.
You see a book. There's a lot of different things, but specifically,
Uh-oh.
It is the only thing not covered
Maybe not
in.
touch that.
Too late.
But God handed it to him. He has
Thank
to
you,
touch
God.
it.
While he's doing it that direction, I'm going to stand back to back with him and look at the other direction.
Door.
Open or closed?
Well, now open because you guys came in.
Oh,
Door.
okay. So it's the front door.
So he was facing away from us. That's right. Okay.
What is written in there is meaningless.
Okay. I was about to say, like, Arkham, you say?
I do. As you leaf through it, it is notes, designs, diagrams. It's his workbook as he's figuring things out, flipping through. As you get near the end, the last couple of entries.
The ramblings of a madman.
No. At least he doesn't think he is.
They never do.
As he's writing out,
This one knows.
it's true. You start noticing a couple things heavily underlined. He's talking about, no, that's not my writing. And pause and flip back a little bit. It appears that, yes, this one was the one that was designing the ritual, Roshin. But as he's going through, you start look back to notes on the early ritual. You see him come back and cross the entire thing out as you flip through. I recognize my handwriting. I know it is mine, but these are not my words. I'm sure of it. Something doesn't seem right. I know my style. Something is wrong here. I'm going to try to ward myself. Later. I knew it. Something has happened to this book. I don't know who it is. I don't know who's doing it. If it's you, fuck you. Someone is going back and editing my work. They changed the ritual. They redesigned the stones. If they do the stones as it's written, they're going to cause a feedback. They have to be angular. The problem is, if you don't keep them angular, you cause a feedback. It spirals around and goes into a full arcane description about how it's going to spiral around there and cause it just tear things open, as opposed to the angles feeding it back and restabilizing it. They have to understand. This is how it has to be.
I'm verbalizing this as I'm reading it through.
I'm
Sounds
looking
like-
for anything to drink in his hovel because this is all going way over my little.
It sounds like
There is no food or drink.
the
Oh, of course there
docent
would be.
doesn't want angles to the point that he's causing a detriment to these people.
Do you think that
That's
docent
my
did
thought
this?
too.
It crossed my mind that the docent might be the one doing it. I'm gonna cast detect magic on the book.
It's not illusion, it's transmutation magic. Something has come in and actually warped the words in there physically.
I pull out my book. I do the same thing.
Different kind of effect.
Hmm.
That is just it. It is on yours. It's a mix of universal illusion and transmutation.
This one is just transmutation. though.
Correct. For you, it's more like as the docent edits your memory and puts a bit in there that you can't process what you've written in the past to not have you deal with that. This is something that had come in and changed the words in the book. Maybe it's his handwriting, but the phrasing was just wrong enough he keyed into it.
This doesn't feel like the docent. This feels a bit too sloppy. This is aggressive.
Well, I think it's a different effect, honestly. I think with our books, it's
It could
we're
vary.
forgetting about what something we did in another iteration of us.
But the thing is
This
that
one, I believe, was writing something that docent didn't want written, and therefore
that could be the case.
It is not sloppy. It is very well done. The only reason you noticed it, one, he's already warded it, and you keyed into that, and you're looking for it, and you've seen the books before.
There's enough breadcrumbs.
That you have to pass through the there's no magic here effect to go, oh, there's something here.
They're building a bomb. Or something along the lines.
And they don't know it.
they're building a bomb. But the question is it on purpose? They obviously don't know it. That's not on purpose for them. But did the docent, when he edited reality, they wouldn't build the angular, did he intend them to build a bomb, or just was removing the angles?
It could have been the case that the docent captured this timeline, that captured this reality, and discovered that this ritual was taking place, and in paranoia, in a preemptive measure, whatever it may be.
Are there any moths around? Okay.
whatever it may be, decided that it was worth direct intervention to get rid of. And then
So
Perception. What was your last perception check? What was your last perception check?
it wasn't the 30, it
Cool.
was
Then another perception check.
yeah,
As you're kind of looking through the book and reading off things,
So I guess the question is do we want
15.
you do see some sort of slight gray dust of some sort, just a little on some of the edges of the book.
Close the book entirely.
No, just a little smudge of silvery gray dust.
Someone has flipped through this book before. Someone with gray fingers, gray dusty fingers.
I can't read.
Like moth wings?
I'm not like
is it the same kind of dust as the guy was? Okay. So mothwing seems
moth or the docent.
like one. Like head.
I take the journal with me.
This has to be a recent acquisition then.
This docent hasn't been able to fully stabilize it.
Because he can't stabilize it. The whole point of the ritual is to stabilize the ley lines, which means if they don't stabilize it, bomb.
Why is it a bomb?
Because it creates a feedback loop and it's too much power.
On a ley line of teleportation and planar magic. Less bomb, more tear.
It's a big ass hole.
Yeah. Well, I guess the question is do we want the angles to stabilize the ley lines to bring the danger puppies and maybe get us home?
Or do we want to doom this reality?
Do we want to rip and tear?
Create a hole to possibly get the danger puppies.
Yeah.
So, what you've pieced together so far, if the docent has these loops going through, he wants just to play the part. And it seems like this whole thing is going to lead through to like the pyramid was. Enough magic has been dumped into the pyramid, and that's when the docent went, oh,
That's
there
right.
it's ready.
Once it's destabilized, he can grab it. It's
Not necessarily stabilize.
decent.
Just pump enough magic into the magical thing, it's easier to pull it out of reality. So that tear, it's perforation around the edges. Docent can then just go, mine.
First one was time.
Restabilize it.
Mhm.
Second one, space.
So the thing is, we need if we're going for the angles, then we need to be able to create the angles.
That shouldn't be difficult to do. If we present this as evidence to the Archdruid, this is enough in of itself to warn them.
You do see his later diagrams. You can see him. Most of his notes are pretty casual. Him just taking a pen and a quill.
With my
and
training in
going over.
spellcraft and use magic device, but is this something that with time I'd be able to replicate with using the diagrams? And
The
how?
mundane side, yes. The raw magic of creation.
Well, yes, but it's like this is digestible enough even to me.
Will take you months, but
So, with someone as powerful as the Archdruid,
Well,
Archfey,
a lot of the early notes are pretty casual. There's no depth into the paper as he's putting all his work down. It's just going back, editing a couple things here and there. Once he realizes something's been fucking with my notes and my head, everything's pressed a lot deeper into the paper. Like he's trying to embed it itself into there to make it harder for it to erase. And you do see a couple of spots where you see the indentation of the mark, and the ink is not following that indentation. The later ones are really deep in, and you can tell those are enchanted kind of to almost in a stasis effect. And it's sloppy, but you do see notes on, okay, the Mahirs have to be this big, this tall, these kind of angles, so the notes are there. You don't have to recreate it. It may not have been perfected, but him going, Afa going through,
he saw the problem before.
Roshin going through, figuring it all out, goes, I remember what I did. My notes aren't there, but I remember it was about here, about there. It should be enough, hopefully, with active stabilization to deal with whatever might happen. So you have at least a general idea of what it needs to end up being.
We need to get back to the ritual site before they conduct it. And we need to get back quick.
How fast is Sleep Stack?
He's about as fast as you or me.
Okay. Natalie is obviously substantially quicker.
I mean, with the belts and stuff, she should be able to carry all of us.
We can get back on foot. On foot. You need to get this journal to the Archfey, and I know you're bright enough to know what needs to be done.
Naturally. Your faith is well placed.
Days travel by air,
Less than. It's a day's travel by foot.
and then we'll double time.
So since you discovered all this, might as well take you with me.
I mean,
Assuming.
Nettleby can probably carry all of you.
With the belts and stuff.
Yeah,
belts and the
let's
cords.
just do it. Just in case we run into some opposition.
I just hop into a sleeve stacks.
He's like, okay. Just kind of cradles you.
I put my hand on
It's not a
Nettleby and
question
cast
of-
enlarge. No, I have enlarged
It's a
person.
simple way.
God damn you, Pathfinder!
That's what share spells is for.
Son of a bitch. Okay.
This is why you're not part of the Monster and Cavalry division.
Yeah.
Full size Nettleby. Away we go.
So, Nettleby on her back, grabbing you all, and you just go. Survival check, because everything looks different from up here
Yeah, but Nettleby knows she's been to all three locations.
than on your shoulder most of the time.
21.
Wish I had survival. I'm a bad hunter. 15.
I'm busy
6
trying
and
to
10.
figure out how I can continue drinking while I'm
Okay.
flying in a bird.
It's difficult.
It takes all of my concentration.
It really, really does.
The Mark II drinker. I find a way.
For the most part, you're able to keep yourself lined up the right way. You don't have the stars to guide you, but you at least get the general idea of where you're going, and you're all together will be able to figure out where you're going.
As you look at these
back.
notes, it started out as a gut pivot.
I knew it. I knew it.
So, as you fly in, you can see the elves, the she, getting ready to do the ritual, and you can see the 3 points where they would have the stones ready to go, and they're not like starting now, but like everyone ready? Okay, let's get started. As you're buzzing in, what are you guys gonna do?
Wait!
So I'm gonna drop him so he superhero lands in the middle of it and shuts that shit down.
Featherfall. You could just hot drop us.
Yes.
Everyone just like
So first of all, I'll just like a screech noise that Nobi makes, just like passes in front of the sun and just wide wings and then drops everyone.
drawn. As you all land, I'm gonna put some tokeny things around.
Oh man, I even found my mini back at the house.
Ah, shame.
All right.
Fox Man mini?
No, I have a mini that I always use for my Kitsune characters.
Where you
He's
want-
not a foxman, but he's like got a very
yeah, on the other side of
Volpine type.
Like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because most of my Kitsune characters I leave in human form, anyways. Except for when I'm being snarky.
So,
Are we doing D20s for us, or are we doing?
We've been putting down D4s.
because you use D20s to roll for stuff.
It's gonna use
Yeah,
it.
but I have-
Okay.
That's right.
An assortment.
All right, then I guess I'll be with the group.
So, there. That's where Aetha is. As she's like gathering herself to start things, the screech, stop, thud.
It's all wrong.
It's people.
You can see her kind of, she's actively like, she hasn't done the whole ritual, but she's been working on it as actively trying to like hold the magic together.
The stones.
You're gonna rip a hole in everything.
What are you talking about?
The architect.
Right?
The architect found a discrepancy.
He's here, by the way. This is the architect. Right?
We've recovered his body. It's in that urn. These are the architect's notes. The way that the stones are aligned, it won't work. It's not going to stabilize the ley lines. The teleportation.
Diplomacy.
I do
Can I
get
assist?
an extra bonus because I have my shirt on.
Can
What?
I be talking
Normally not.
simultaneous to him, saying, "If you finish casting this spell, you're gonna kill all of us."
Get a +4 because both of them are kind of backing you up.
So with +4, that 20.
she's not like, oh, clearly, but she's... Explain yourself?
Like,
Open
in
it up
front
to
of
the page
journal.
and stick it in her face.
Yeah.
I open up the page to where the diagram is. It's...
She, at the look of, I see the words in the drawings, but...
You were talking to him about a feedback loop. About feedback, about focusing magic inwards.
That's why we have the
way that the
wastelands.
stones are set up is that it won't feed it back in a way that is conductive. It will continue to build up its energy potential and its active energy.
That's what the waystones are for.
The problem is, though, is that it will have a reverse effect. It will continue to feed back. It will get out of control. The stabilizing stones will stabilize it and prevent it from bleeding off the magic correctly. Look, I go down to the highlighted words.
You need hard angles. And right now you don't have any of that. You need to close it up.
Keep it tight. Tighten it up.
That doesn't make any sense. Anytime you do a ritual, you don't want to have hard angles. The energy bleeds out through the hard angles.
This is what he wrote. I'm telling you.
Something's been messing with
I
all of your minds.
nod
in
the
here.
urn.
Horrible.
It's why the mortals think you guys attacked them.
It's why the
It's
architect
why-
was assassinated.
What if he was assassinated? He was just attacked.
He was murdered in his own home.
Yes, by the mortals.
No.
No, this was some kind of magical effect that those mortals are. It's beyond them.
Then explain the field of cold iron spikes.
It wasn't cold iron. I rip out.
They
the
all
hand.
jump back.
You could ask for a better audience.
Spellcraft
than
check.
this. These guys are great.
Oh, they? Yeah.
To make sure they hold the ritual together.
Gotcha.
That was a big, don't drop the thing. You can all feel the back of your hair. It just starts standing, crackling on end, and she jumps back, leans forward, and just focuses, and just the hairs go back down. She just restabilizes it.
Do I look like a giant
Laughing
cheer
Lark.
pet?
Oh, it is.
Grab the cold iron.
I grab and it's
I
Not
pour
cold
the
iron.
cold iron chunks into the hand of an obviously fey gnome.
And they're just kind of...
I'm juggling. I'm putting on a show.
I look over at one of the soldiers. It won't hurt you, I promise.
Diplomacy. Because his weapons, you walk up with, you go, it won't hurt, I promise. And he's just like, spear.
It's not. I'm not holding the spear. I'm like, it's a chunk. Okay.
They're all drawing weapons on you at this point.
That's fair.
I know it seems threatening. Everyone smiles. Is a cunning illusion designed to fool you. It's no danger to you, me or you.
Illusions?
This has been specifically designed and aimed towards deceiving the Fae.
Something that the mortals wouldn't possibly know how to do.
So I'm going to attempt to salvage the situation.
Diplomacy check.
Do you think the mortals have any spellcasters able enough to deceive the Fae?
24?
You see
25.
You see Ava kind of just still holding it together, but just not entirely sure what to believe. Quickly, and Sylvan, you go. And one of the guards, clearly one of the lower ranking guards, is kind of like
The reddish shirt of the bunch.
walks up, takes his glove and armored glove off.
Fleasack, hold him still.
Get him!
Make sure he can't run away.
Long live the king!
Whoa!
He reaches out, same thing, like hot ember, like everything's telling him, don't do this, don't do this. He puts his finger on it, picks up the shard,
It's
Do it.
wood.
pikes his staff down, snaps like a twig.
Does that not blow your mind?
Are you not entertained?
Afe, as she's holding on, goes, what illusions are these? How have you done this? It's
We
not
didn't do
possible.
We found them like this. I assure you.
There's a greater
What?
power deceiving us. But the architect.
Earn.
They caught on.
The architect caught on, which is why he was murdered. Not by mortals.
What do you mean he was murdered? You said assassinated. What do you mean?
There's a power at play. I look around first for any moths. Do I see Dosen's moths?
Oh,
Oh, there's as you look because you just kind of landed one. Ah, guys, and you looked up and there's
Like
Moth, moth,
this,
moth, 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 moth.
this isn't even normal for here.
So how did he die?
Disintegrated.
Disintegrated.
Desiccated.
From within.
Defoliated.
Yeah, he was turned to dust. All the outside was there, but not the inside.
She'll look over at one of the other Fae, elves. Gestures. Because she's still holding an entire bomb's worth of magic.
Get rid of the moths.
One of them.
I don't. Bro, I got a sword and a
I'm
bad
gonna-
attitude.
I'm gonna shoot some moths.
There's.
Excuse me,
There's.
this might seem very odd to you while I'm drawing a weapon and shooting randomly at insect life, but I assure you it is a very important gesture.
Just keep your weapon sheaths. I don't know what's going on. I don't trust this.
So you know how you are a druid and you often gain insight from plant and animal life. Our enemy uses those moths specifically against us.
I don't know who your enemy is, but we don't have.
Also
anyone.
yours, the one that probably killed your good
Architect.
friend.
As you're talking about that, one of the elves are walking up. No armor, but a lot of fetishes, talismans, acorns and leaves and dead skulls and all kinds of supposed to living skulls. It's D&D, it's the living skulls. All kinds of stuff. Walks up. May I see?
The old shaman.
No.
Crypt keeper.
It just sounds that way. Nothing over like a hoarse whisper.
So I'm eyeing the moths,
There,
but
Awesome.
I'll hand over the vault of
it's
architect,
just a wooden
face architect.
tube lid. You take it off. Puts her fingers in.
Oh, please don't taste it.
Oh, that's weird.
Eyes go bright flaming green. There was an attack. A being I cannot see. Need the book. Pain, death. This was no mortal. As the eyes go back out of fire, hands you back the urn.
I don't actually want this.
Hands the urn
It's
towards
yours
you.
now.
Okay.
The
fine.
architect is your chair now.
You're the keeper of the architect.
A little weird. Okay.
So Aetha's still just kind of holding on to everything.
Hey,
What the fuck?
do we just start shaving lines in these things?
We
What
need to
gotta
get
do now?
angular.
No, we gotta move the stones.
So who have you pissed off? Why have you brought them here?
We are.
Ironically, they
enslaved
brought
to
us
them.
here.
They brought us here.
Well, okay. We were abducted quite against our will by this force, who is now manipulating you as well. It's kind of his bag.
The ritual that you're going to conduct has happened multiple times. This is not the first time that it's happened.
Guys, there's a lot of moths.
Look who's suddenly like, oh, I'm not with the desert anymore.
Regardless,
Come on, man!
the ritual that you have
I'm
set
Team
up
Human now, okay?
is purposefully designed. Not purposefully. It was designed improperly. And what ends up happening is...
Roshi has never made a mistake in anything that they've designed.
It wasn't their fault. I don't think it was their fault.
I don't think it was a mistake. It was he made the right notes, but the notes were being rewritten.
The notes were being manipulated
How? By what?
by the creature that
The same
ended up
kind
killing.
of illusion magic that makes you think that this stuff is cold iron.
There are powers at play far greater than anything in this grove. Aside from that, and I point over at the ritual site.
Well,
Okay.
and me.
Let's believe for half a
Pretty great.
fucking second I believe any of this bullshit you're saying.
But the shaman guy. Your honorable venerated elder.
Let's assume for half a fucking second I believe any of this bullshit you're saying.
For
Explain what the
Swallowing
fuck is
fire.
going on now. What happened? What was supposed to happen?
Eating
What's
dead
going to
guys.
happen if I
I
do
met
this?
a guy.
You're in the menagerie.
No, I'm in the grove.
No.
The grove has been pulled from time and space, and you're being
This
held.
ritual, this teleportation ritual, what ends up happening is that...
Stabilization.
No.
Maybe we are throwing too many. Let's talk about most pertinent details that we need to share with.
No, I need everything right now before I light you all on fire. But with how much I'm fucking holding back
we
right
have
now.
PowerPoint.
Oh what?
It's a magical thing. Gnomes love him.
Power word slide deck.
That's evil.
So I'm going to respectfully place the architect down. Let me tell you a story. So, our merry crew was collected across various worlds. I was there beforehand. I've been trapped for a while. Still dealing with the trauma, but that's beside the point. Now, we were all brought here for the entertainment of a elder she.
The mall starts.
Now you did it.
Now, that she takes bits and pieces, scenes, and steals them out, like collecting marbles. And those scenes, it then replays again and again. And when the pointy-headed one, lots of spikes, no forehead, tires of one scene, throws some interlopers in the mix. They change it. However, the elder one is not has weaknesses, one of them being angles, and is very careful about editing that part out. Am I making sense to you?
So let's say for half a second. This all makes sense.
You're a marble. You're caught in a marble.
And how am I supposed to believe you're not part of this spiky-headed one that's coming to just fuck
My
all
charming
shit?
smile.
What do we have to gain? What do we have to
Yeah,
lose?
why would we shut this down?
Would you lay your lives on it?
Yes.
We kind of already.
We kind of already are, yeah.
Neil, next out.
More than that, my honor.
Would you like to use my blade?
No, we'll use ours.
I get down on my knees. I have nothing else to gain.
Yeah, this won't be the first time I've died. Actually, the last time was pretty uncomfortable, so this will be. If you just make it click and clean,
I just stare up at them. If anything else, I'll either die or be reawoken in this hell, and the scene will play over again.
A very bad day.
Apparently.
I swear he's usually more friendly than
So do us both a favor.
I have fairly consistently had 2 highly alcoholic beverages in my hands at all times.
Uh-huh.
So as I kneel, I set them down.
It's still full.
Okay. I'm going to make my statement. I'm
I'm
going to
gonna
reach around.
Steep up and take a quick sup. Liquid courage.
I'm going to reach for whichever cup just disappeared, and hopefully I don't find the architects.
Just like it's like the cinnamon challenge, but it's just vein ashes.
It's people! Why are you still drinking it? Stop drinking it. It's people!
Lucky for you, you go, that's the wrong one.
I was like, all right, fine, Sleestack, do what she says.
As she kind of nods a couple of the guards, and they bring their pole arms out, up over everyone's head, and you hear them coming down.
Nettleby is not here, by the way. Though.
I figured.
Yeah, no.
And she goes, enough! As everyone just stops. You can... Some are closer than others. Some of you feel in the back of the thing.
You deny me release.
I would like Sleestack.
All
Like,
again.
God damn it, Docent! Stop blue balling me! Let me die!
Like, I just did this flying on a bird.
I feel like Sleestack
so
has
you
like
got-
his claws like right at one guy's gut.
Okay.
All right. So let's go with this madcap plan. What do we do?
We start doing this. We start.
Just tilt these stones closer and then move them in so that the angles match what's going on in the
the diagram.
diagram.
And I start
Yeah.
like rewriting the underlined bits.
Gotta tighten up the defense.
I just don't. I want to point out these are really big stones, guys.
But they were magically summoned,
We're all
right?
magic.
Those don't need to be moved. Those are all normal as the diagrams. Those are, as you said, lenses, focusing lenses. It's the last 3.
We need additional.
It's these last 3.
All right. She gestures to one of the, appears to be a mage of some sort, has the robes and the bits and the bobs, and gestures up and walks up and takes out 3 small blue crystals. no more than an inch high, walks over. Oh, like that. All right, and if you... All right, we'll give it a shot.
I take a piece of licorice out and just start, licorice bark out and I just start chewing on it and just like getting ready to cast
Yeah.
haste. Whatever.
That was a moth a second ago.
The licorice bleeds.
What?
It tastes like licorice. It's delicious, but
Yeah.
it bleeds.
I'm just
Wow.
staring up at one of the moths.
They are starting to flutter a little bit more.
I have like
Okay, I'm
Most
sorry.
of
This
the-
can't wait. I'm gonna hug the crap out of him. I need to grant him some like will to live.
that's the decision.
I just want to go home.
So,
He
lays,
just wants to be held.
lays the three small
You can borrow some of my will to live.
blue crystals around where the diagram has it on the thing. And you can see they are, as he's putting them down, he's picking up these small pebbles as well. Round pebbles, small blue crystals. Stands back, focuses, eyes shimmer for a second, as you see him kind of reach out, hear him muttering, and you can hear, it sounds like stone grinding on stone almost, but more musical and more resonant. As the crystals begin to shake, and they all grow to very large, angled, blue crystals.
The most beautiful thing you've ever seen. Angles.
Sharp, straight lines.
It's the first one you've seen in...
Who knows how long. I'm gonna have like me and Sleesecker just immediately gonna try like swatting at moths and like try to come to
Oh, they poof. You
Yeah.
whack one and it just... Cartoon chicken explosion?
yeah.
Just... Anything else?
Read through the book.
That's the main difference. Everything else, from what you can understand, which is, it kind of implies that the rest of the ritual can now happen.
The rest of the ritual can now happen.
I wish we had popcorn.
Guards with them, and a couple guards will stand behind you. Not like we're here to kill you immediately, but if
We're not against the
Like,
idea.
hey, don't run away.
if this goes bad because of what you're about to do,
You're staying
you
here.
won't you
Yeah.
won't make 5 feet. Type of implication.
I'm just gonna
I'm-
put my hand
what if
up
we
on
have
one
haste?
I'm legit.
jaunty ankle to it.
I'm gonna like sit down, cross my legs in front of me, and like, you gonna be there for a bit, bud? You make a good backrest. And see, like, use his shins as a backrest and just,
Just puts a spear and takes a step back.
you're a cock.
As she
Baxter's last words.
and pulls all the magic together. And at that,
The orb!
as it's floating a good 3 inches above the bowl, and
Imagination. It's clearly a ziggurat.
clearly
It's actually a pyramid.
Just
and
some
you can-
magnets.
you can you feel the
Commit,
sound
okay?
of it.
That's what we ask.
You feel the sound of it pulled into this reality from wherever it was, as it's spinning and floating. And those of you that are attuned to magic can feel the thrum of the ley line starting to feedback and solidifying itself, and not just
Do you know if this is
building
good or
up
bad?
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
sure if we should celebrate or
This,
not be slight.
this is amazing, is what this
I'm just
is.
on my
Straight
knees,
bourbon.
just fucking like, just completely accepted whatever happens.
Nothing. She finishes the thing, takes a breath, let the tension out of her shoulders, and you can feel the last of the magic just kind of fizzle off. Oh. All right then.
That was anticlimactic.
You rise up.
I was hoping not to be turned inside out. 'cause
What
I
the
can't
hell are the
survive.
dogs?
I mean,
damn it!
I'll
As
like,
you hear the howling start.
Yeah, let's go!
see now, this is a part we didn't necessarily mention. But danger puppies? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stand up now and put my drink away.
Nettleby? To me?
So, if you think back to the Kushi howl, where it has those multiple tones, this is that, but they are completely dissonant with each other, and they're coming from the crystals. And as you all start looking around, drawing weapons, going, oh, this is...
It's
You
the part
found
where
the
the
weak spot.
screaming and the dying starts.
As... Imagine taking a dog,
Okay.
This could be an
draining
upsetting
of half of
description.
its body mass, keeping the same size, making it incredibly gaunt, massive bug eyes, long limbs, way too many teeth, 3 rows of teeth, and extruding it out of a toothpaste tube as it forms out of one of the edges.
I love everything about that description.
Yeah.
I'm going to attempt to run up one of.
We are gonna. You're like noise, howling.
Yeah.
That's the sound effect.
Would love it. Squelch.
Well, no, time to get his attention.
So, I know your will to live is at critical low levels, but your will to fight?
I can always fight.
There we go.
Hey, puppy. Hey, I just want to let you know, we're just victims here. It's the docent that's been doing the timey-wimey bullshit that you're kind of upset about. I'm sure he'll be here any moment.
That's
If I've
fucking delicious.
If I've been prepping,
I'm going to grab the
ways,
nearest
can that
moth
get
and
off
scream
before-
docent directly into it.
All right.
Docent! Witness me! Free me, please! I don't want to fucking be here anymore.
Tiberius, initiative.
22.
I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Alvalos.
Alvalos is... Where is initiative on this thing? 15 and... Yeah, because we'll see seconds on my turn.
So I had a 13,
Okay.
and
And then Baxter.
16. I've not been doing well on initiative.
I mean, as well as you could.
I mean,
'Cause you have like insane initiative, right?
yeah, I have a +8,
Yeah.
and I've consistently rolled not great.
Not 20, that's too bad.
All right. So it's going to be that.
I get to use all my fun stuff.
I'm gonna attempt to I don't know.
Survive.
Current objective, survive.
Yeah.
We're stuck on reach and the Covenant have
I
come.
mean, being a smartass and being an intimidating smartass are kind of like his thing.
But the thing is, we have to live through this.
Yeah.
turns out we didn't plan that part out.
Wait,
Getting the hounds was our only objective.
I actually didn't think we would get this far.
Release the hounds!
So.
It's like someone should try to ride one. Like somebody should try to ride one. In the interest of science and adventure.
I imagine these things are going to be tough as fuck.
Oh yeah.
If they scare the docent.
So. The hounds move with a supernatural quickness. One of them turns its head. You'd expect a dog's head to turn a certain degree. It turns almost 180 degrees around.
Yep, weird if it didn't. Yep.
It's got that aimbot threat detection.
You know what? Still less freaky than seeing you transform.
That's fair. Stares at one of the elves, and you can almost see a heat haze, but it looks like blades moving through the air.
It's literally staring daggers.
The elf stops being in one piece. It just is torn apart as it's staring at the elf. There. This one is to stare right at you. Fort save, please.
$26.
Yoinks.
What kind of heart save bonus you got there? Son?
8.
It stares you down, and you just go, no! And the energy ripples around you.
I am the storm that is approaching.
Oh, I still live. Damn it.
A few of the elves are in the trees, just kind of looking about. This one runs up the air and is mauling one of them.
I feel a little bad about this one. Fellas.
They're
Who
already
is-
dead.
Who's this?
That's
Right? Yeah, that makes
Henry?
sense.
Cool. So this one,
I feel like it's not cool though. I'm highly doubting this is actually cool.
I think it is.
you watch it fold in on itself.
Well, it's like you.
Yeah, does it come out of the box on the other end?
No, it just kind of schwarps into nothing and extrude one of the. As you're kind of looking around, your eye catches the edge of one of the crystals as it unfolds out of that edge.
That's dope. Probably bad for me, but dope.
Swift action teleport.
Ooh, that's tasty.
So technically, swift action greater teleport.
That's.
Maintain your arousal, they're trying to kill us.
That is why there are no edges.
I don't think they're trying. I think they're 60.
21 to hit you.
Because I didn't prep all, get all my stuff up. I think that was a hit, yeah. Oh, right on. Fuck.
Cool. The first claw misses, second claw misses. 13 damage from the bite.
How does that feel?
Magic-y.
Like being fed through a Cuisinart?
3 rows of teeth, man.
You're vaguely aware of where the teeth are, and you're feeling the holes, not where the teeth are.
Ooh.
Interesting.
It's
They're rubber banding. They're using lag.
Ah! This experience is fascinating! Ah!
They have 800 ping.
Tiberius.
I draw Optimus, and I'm going to use Philosopher's Alloy as the blade opens in on itself. There are sparks of.
Knowledge planes. And if you guys have it.
17.
Okay.
15.
Not that high.
I,
Are we negotiating?
no, I added more than I
Okay.
needed to.
Yeah, not that high.
Cool. So, you don't know what these things are really called. We've always heard them called Hounds of Tindalos. Where Tindalos is, what Tindalos is, no idea. Just from seeing them warp through, you've heard them written down occasionally. They are resistant to everything that isn't magical. Do not touch their brain.
Mm.
Very, very, very bad.
We're not really brain touchers here.
I mean,
Where we sick with stabbing them
A
yet?
guy tried once. He never spoke again.
Gotcha.
That's kind of the big thing. They're able to literally stare daggers at you, and they're able to teleport. They can leave anywhere. They're going to come out of edges.
Do I know if they're susceptible to cold iron?
No more, no less than anyone else is.
Gotcha. Alright. I won't use Philosopher's Alloy, but I will activate Vampiric Thirst.
Sounds good.
It's the thirstiest vampire.
Also Keen, and all of my other shit.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to move into engage the one that I just stared down. And
Companion, aren't we supposed to leave those alive?
yes, but if they kill us, it doesn't matter.
Maybe we should just leave.
I don't. I'm going to attack using Piranha Strike.
All right, go ahead.
So let's see how much.
don't worry. I heard what you were throwing down.
I'm just doing damage control.
15?
To hit,
Yeah. All right. It's my turn.
you touch it, it's very tough hide.
My sword is magical.
Good.
Oh, really? You're fucking talking sword, transform
It's
magical?
actually
Hand here and
not.
there.
I've actually been lying.
The voices are in my head.
They're real. That's my turn.
Baxter, what you got?
So I'm gonna saddle up to. Is this the Archdruid or whatever?
This is the Archdruid.
The metal one is.
Oh god. Okay.
Or they run in air, that's right, they don't fly speed.
No, they have airwalk.
I'm
They're able to reach in the air, that's what I was.
Yes.
saddle up to her.
Those sweet skater shoes from back in the day.
Hey, so I know this seems bad, but the idea is we don't want to actually kill these guys. It'll all be clear in a second. Hey, Docent, you fat fuck! Come down here and play!
I don't care what you say. They're killing my men.
I find the nearest bottles and start collecting them together.
I am genuinely trying to get the Docent to come down.
And she is genuinely trying to not let her entire people get eaten.
We
by
definitely
chaos.
now.
Can
we were making
I-
some sense earlier. We just see like fucking crazy people right now.
So the determination is that if I can hold an action, or I can delay my turn.
Correct.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Delaying your turn is your full initiative.
Yep.
So if you're gonna ready an action, give me if-then statement, and I'll run with that.
Yeah.
Whether or not it triggers.
So I'm going to. I don't want to delay my turn. I'm going to hold an action to attempt to intercept one of the hounds if they go after the only spellcaster I know who knows anything about how to do anything with these ley lines,
Cool.
which would be her.
Reading a parry in case they do a thing. Parrying, attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dealing with if they go after her. Cool. Not a problem. Avalos.
Haste.
You can get
He said the thing.
They're just cheering in the background.
Yeah, so I'll cast haste, and then Slee Stag. Is Slee Stag within 10 feet of anyone?
He would have to move.
Okay. All right.
So am I in the range of? Am I in the range of your haste?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone is.
Because I saw that thing run in the air. Sorry, it's my turn.
Yeah, then Slee Stag will move within 10 feet of something because he's got a 10-foot reach.
Yep.
And then just make one.
5-foot step. I'll make it with a 5-foot step.
Okay. Then whoop. Nope. What is that? 23
Hits.
Okay, and so that's one claw, one tail slap, 18,
Miss.
and one slam. What is that? 7 plus, and then last slam. Oh, so one claw attack. Wow, that one's not.
Remember your
lightning damage. I do have lightning damage. So.
And that does matter. Not just lightning.
Okay, so that is. Jeez, one slashing. Oh no! You said I had what strength to that?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 6 slashing and 2 lightning.
Only one hit?
Yeah.
It was like a 3, an 18, a 7, and 8, a 3.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. That was brutal. That one's in jail.
Anything else?
Nope.
Cool.
That's all I got.
And you added your extra haste attack?
Yes, I did.
Oh, oof. Ouch.
Yeah.
Menagerie.
I'm casting Iron Skin. And I'm sharing it with Nettleby.
Okay.
So, but Nettleby is moving us. And we have this thing, we can get us out of here.
You will doom, if you guys leave, you will doom this entire area.
So I'm debating, we don't necessarily want to get rid of all the hounds. I obviously don't want them all to die.
We want the docent to notice the hounds and panic response, get rid of the room.
That will drop you guys both. Into oblivion.
That's better than here.
We don't have any means of
I mean, it's
egress of this realm. do we?
There's a fair chance the hounds are going to catch up with you.
I have 110.
You. When Renry might be able to get you away.
Maybe Nettleby can get to Wendy.
Sorry, yes.
standard fight. We did it. I think.
I'm not opposed to fighting.
What you doing?
Never call a laughing rock a coward. However, so I cast that. I guess Nettleby is going to go to town.
Are Nettleby's attacks magic?
Yes. Amulet mighty blows.
Cool. That's what I need to hear. It's got enough DR that I could just ignore.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Can I get some d20s? So, fight by
Happening now.
I think the ley line's only stabilized.
If you take the stabilizing plug out, they still become massively unstabilized with no one there to control. It's probably a really bad idea.
Because we're still in the docents realm.
Here, go away.
But I'm good. I'm good.
They're gonna get here and save us. The hounds are here and they're killing us.
We didn't think that through.
I didn't think we would get this far.
I'm surprised.
I honestly thought the docent would be a little bit further up.
I think the docent would have been like,
How many realms does the docent have?
alright, that's fair.
Does an 18 hit? 20? Okay,
Yes.
so we have 1 bite.
Okay,
I
so
will cast acid bomb.
Their AC isn't a million.
No, but it's
high.
enough.
Yeah, and the damage reduction.
So I was casting, so I'm not gonna get the flanking bonus damage. So that's just 4 damage.
Cool. 4 damage is 4 damage.
Yeah,
Every
actually,
point matters.
5 damage. 5 damage.
And you added the haste hit from Menagerie?
Yes, that's why I rolled 4.
Or, yeah.
Yeah. 2 bites, 2 claws.
Cool. Anything else?
That was it for me. And now I have iron skin, so my AC is absurd. Not your level absurd, but close to absurd.
Are these creatures chaotic?
No. Neutral evil.
No,
They
yeah.
are just predators.
That's fair.
They are also not unintelligent. They are smarter than most of you guys, probably.
But we don't want to make mental contact with them.
Well, also that. But just...
I mean, I am vocally calling out the docent and be like,
Zeus! Is this how you face me? Coward! Get down here!
So, the elves, most of the elves are drawing spears, drawing their clubs, hitting it on the ground, magical shimmering, and they're doing what they can to form up and fight back. The lead, Aoife, she kind of look around, look at you. Is this what you wanted?
No!
As she goes and casts Entangle around all 3 of them.
Oh, that's what after teleporting.
No one told her that.
Wait, isn't there a 4th one up on the thing? Is that too high?
The... Yeah, uh-huh.
Weird question.
Answer.
So the angles, do they come directly out of the angle? Like straight line?
I mean, if here's your
wanna
point,
do
it
that
can be
teleport?
the square next to the angle. They're not going to come out 20 feet that way. It's next to the angle.
Where
They can-
we have a relation to the druid.
She is there.
Just gotta hold them off.
Hi, druid. They can move through the angles. Can you move the stones?
Well, she'll realize that after she's already cast Entangle, and it's their turn, as they out of the entangled thing. She'll go, oh! As plonk, plonk, plonk.
A for effort.
It was, they failed their saves, that's for sure. Unfortunately,
Come here.
Oh boy.
Did we think the towns would be friendly? The danger puppies? They're
No, we
friendly?
recognized that they were dangerous.
we're trying to get him to go after the docent.
Yeah.
so. This one howls. As you watch all 3 of the hounds, they're all 3 of the hounds that you see, all shimmer and suddenly move a lot quicker.
Oh, they have case too. Fantastic. So is that one physically distinguishable from the others?
Oh, they all have haste.
Oh, so, but that one isn't like the pack leader or something they can identify.
No, just one
Okay.
went, oh, I'm in the center. I'll do the buff.
Plus 2 to AC, right?
1.
1 to AC, 1 to hit, you get a full extra attack if you are, you know.
This one splits attacks on Aoife and
The one making an attempt to attack Aoife triggers.
is through her to the back. When this one goes for her, yes.
Okay.
You
That's the
can't-
one that cast haste, though, right?
Yes. So for right now, it's snarling, and when it does do things, yes, it's just outside of your reach. It's gonna hit her, and then 2 claws on you. One is 3.
Just.
One falls off your armor. One does not.
dice. I swear.
They fucking miss me.
I rolled
The first round.
I rolled 2s and 3s across the board. 6 damage
Okay.
on the claw. It takes a good chunk out of her. You see her kind of stagger for a second and then hold back into holding off of the danger puppies. That.
So these are the only angular objects in this entire domain.
Yes.
They can only move through these angles because
They can leave anywhere, come out of only the angles.
No, so if we could just have her move the angles.
But the thing is that they are the ley line, the magic, the ritual has happened. So if we
It's
bust the
gonna disrupt
ritual,
yeah,
it'll
it's still intact. Okay.
yeah,
It goes bang.
Yeah, fair enough.
becomes a bomb or worse.
Mm-hmm. 2 on Avalos, 2 on Sleestack,
No, Sleestack is green.
and this is Renry.
Renry.
Yep. Ready
Cool. 2 and 2. 1 bite on Sleestack. 20.
That just hits.
All right.
I like those d6s you roll.
9 damage. I have to.
I don't like how many d6s you roll.
That's the case.
I'm allowed to not like things.
It's fine. 21 and 22.
Miss.
Okay.
I told you 26.
Yeah. All right. That one. Oh, there's one more bite. That's right.
Do I
18. They hit hard. They move quick. 4 is a lot. Up there is there is bits
So
of
there's
elf.
4 of them.
3 here. One's up.
Okay.
There are bits of elf raining down.
It's raining men.
Not in a good way.
It's bad.
Tiberius.
All right, I'm gonna do attacks against the hound in front of me.
All right.
So first attack, that's a natural 20. So
Ooh.
that does hit. Roll to confirm. That confirms. Fuck you. Shocking grasp.
So one of the things I'm really glad if they just do is remove the confirm roll. Because that's such a... It sucks to get critical and then and fail the confirm roll.
All right. Let me roll base damage first. So base damage is only 13 slashing.
All right.
Oh wait, no, it's 14 slashing. Wait, no, because I double my modifier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You don't
So
know.
base damage is 28 slashing.
28 slashing.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at all them clickety clacks.
Clickety clack, clickety clack.
You don't know how long it's going to take, though. If he's even going to show up.
So how many elves are around?
No,
A lot. Okay.
dozen and a half.
So it's not possible to like get them out of here. And these
Round
are
up or
too
down?
freaking fast.
Okay. Doubling?
Yeah. Or no, with.
Oh, 1.5?
empower.
Always round down.
Okay. $62 lightning damage. Is he still standing?
Yes.
Okay. Second attack.
All right. He's not standing by much, but one leg is gone. You've blown a hole through him. He's looking at you, snarling.
Go back to hell where you belong. That's only.
We invited him here.
That's a 18.
Miss.
We are awful hosts.
Right, because it's.
So it just tanked one of his crit lightning bolt.
Oh, I also get. Okay. How much damage did I do total again?
90. All the spreadsheet nerds are like, oh my god, numbers.
He looks like he's casting
The
a spell
bath
like
is
the
broken,
magicians,
Nick.
where they're like tugging and stuff.
Uh-huh.
HP equals half of the damage, but it is less than or equal to my HP plus my con.
So the lightning was full effect though, right?
Oh, it
So
took it. It
definitely-
blew a
yeah,
hole in
okay.
it.
Wasn't have resistance.
Cool.
It didn't die.
If it did have resistance, you can have 1 point of electrical resistance and take a lightning bolt to the face. It's gonna be hard to tell.
I stab into it, and the blade opens up like arterial valves and sucks in the essence, and then
There we go.
as I gain 43 temporary hit points.
You were scary.
Because I
It uses the magic damage too.
so
counts?
it is I get temporary HP equal to half the damage I do, which cannot be greater than or is less than or equal to my current HP plus the con mod. So
Because he triggered it on a crit, on a this, on a high roll,
all of the damage total, because Shocking Grasp counts towards the
it's a
thing.
writer.
Dope. Okay.
I'm still standing. And then you're going to do a double crit, and I'm just going to fall over and seize.
They each have 4 attacks.
It's possible. Alrighty, that's my turn.
Cool. It is slightly disturbed and unhappy with what you have done to it.
That's fine.
A bit peeved, if you will.
It can be miffed. I don't give a fuck.
That's what Vital Strike is for. Baxter.
Hey, Afra, right? If you can open a door to get us to, like, just the material point. I know that's not going to make any sense. Material point. Door, material point. Probably a good idea. And then I'm going to turn and I'm going to poke that guy and try
Alright.
and...
You have to kind of squeeze between. That's fine.
Yeah, if I can put myself in a position where I can cover her from both...
That will do better. Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna look at it and be like, docent, bad guy, bad archfey, kill the docent.
Do you speak Aklo?
Nobody speaks Sylvan.
It doesn't understand anything but Aklo.
Well,
Start screaming it in numbers. 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 5.
oh, that's the one that he poked, right?
Oh, it has half a skull left.
Well, that's not gonna be any use in a fight against the docent anyways. So I'm gonna commence to hacking and slashing, and I've got haste on me, right?
Oh yeah.
So how many attacks is that? So if I have a, okay,
So max minus 5.
max.
Max minus 5 because you do you have a BAB of 5?
I have a BAB of
6.
6 now, so I
6.
have 2 attacks normally anyways. This is with a cold iron short sword for what it's worth.
Is it magic?
Yes,
Cool.
+1. All right, so that is a 21.
Yes.
You've been walking around a face celebration with a cold iron short sword this entire time.
They haven't noticed.
Rude, bro.
He's been keeping it sheathed.
That's right.
I got cold iron silver.
They've been focused on where the fuck I've been getting the alcohol.
That's true.
11 plus 14 is 25.
Mm-hmm.
And then 13 plus 9 is 22.
21. 22. All 3 hit.
Do it. Do the damage. Be the bomb that you
So
were always
none of
meant to
these
be.
are crits, unfortunately.
Become the bullet.
But I'm going to dump a panache point into each and every one of them to get... No? Okay. Well,
There's not a whole lot of this thing left.
well, that's not a bad roll. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 25 points of...
As it look over to you, opens door to snarl at you. You go stab, stab, stab. As its jaw kind of closes around the blade, as it falls to the ground, and continues to kind of where you've seen it before. They all kind of imploded, folded inside out. This is happening all over it at the same time. So it's unfolding into itself. Bits are stretching. It looks like a graphical bug of something getting stretched a mile long.
Like spaghettification. was
Yes, but an internal spaghettification as it unravels itself.
making sure to get my sword out of whatever the hell
Oh,
is
yeah.
going on. Hey, sorry, didn't mean to steal your kill. Do that again.
I can do that. As I'm glowing with like wisps of shadow and smoke around myself.
I know that this
trust
is.
you.
I know that
Still
this
way
is.
went to the dark side.
Some of this is just whispering like, kill them all.
He says, "Good job."
Yes!
Positive reinforcement.
You can learn.
I can't do the thing. I'm only 6th fucking level. I shouldn't be here.
Oh, it has to be that opponent. Okay, I can't do
Yeah.
it against it. Okay.
Anything
I'm done.
else?
Nope.
Avalos.
Cast
This sack's got a pair of really angry doggos.
I'm gonna cast shield on Sleeve Stack.
Probably smart.
And then I'm gonna duck behind that tree trunk in the back.
Just gonna fuck
Oh no, that's
I cry as a
Henry.
free action.
That's Renry.
I'm that
Oh
guy.
yeah, I'm just gonna fuck off.
Yeah, that's right about that. And Sleeve Stack's gonna go full
Step
round.
right back
Yeah.
between.
I'll give it to you.
Touch the orb.
The orb.
The orb. Hi!
Natural 20.
Let's go.
Nice.
Confirm that crit.
How do I do that?
So roll again. You just have to hit again.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no.
Yeah.
49.
It did.
Gross.
What a guy.
What a guy.
I have a beer with that.
What a person. What an entity.
You are clawing chunks
Mark.
out of this thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't have blood.
Yeah.
It just has like empty
Yeah.
and
Is it
it's
recursive?
weird.
Just a little bit. You look down at a vein and it's like,
Make a sand check.
it's stuck to me.
It is you.
It's now me.
Renry.
Winry, okay. Well, I'm going to cast acid. Where's my? Okay, so is there one? He's adjacent to me. If I cast, he's gonna.
5 foot step, you're fine.
Whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna 5 foot step out,
Mm-hmm.
cast acid maw,
Mm-hmm.
and then step in, so I'm flanking.
Oh, fine, I'll give it to you. Cast defensively, that's fine. You get it.
Okay. So, what acid maw or do? Actually, no. I'm going to step out, cast flame blade
Okay.
on myself. I'm going to step in and swing. Well, no, that's my turn. Can you? But I provide the flank for when for.
What action is Flame Blade?
Flame is an action.
Okay, cool.
So action. So flame blade, so, and then
Renry.
so
Nettleby.
then Nettleby has flanking. As long as I'm anywhere adjacent to that.
Mhm.
So
Can you
then-
share that with Nettleby, and Nettleby suddenly has a flaming sword?
I can't.
Flaming.
Maw. Flaming
Actually,
acid
I
maw.
can.
We call that the melty maw.
There's nothing to say I can't.
Flame.
Well,
It
Alright,
both
so-
it burns chemically and through the process of heat
Fire.
exchange, thermodynamics.
what does flanking grant you?
+2.
It's a +2, yeah.
And then there's a feed for.
Balls. Well, my luck's returned, everybody.
Oh,
All's right with the
Sixes?
universe.
3
3 sixes. I've summoned the devil.
Damn, 2 of those dice are mine, so it's not even like your
man.
dice.
He's not gonna want to touch these after I'm done with it.
No, they get
Yeah.
rattled. I do a whole ritual where I throw this at a washing machine and just watch it tumble.
So, with that, you're watching Nettleby trying to claw and bite.
So
and just,
actually, wait. Does a 21 hit?
Mhm.
Okay, one hit.
One.
it was 20. It's now 21 with haste. There's the AC goes up too.
Balls. So that's 4.
You didn't roll like this when you were playing Haas.
You did not.
You did not roll like
Yeah,
this.
yeah, he did.
No,
That's
did.
how Hosk ended up getting his head trampled by
Okay,
a
that
He
was
got his-
one encounter. That was
You got his head trampled.
absolute ass.
Because I
But when we
am
did-
an asshole.
What you
I
got?
think we started with the encounter with "fuck you" specifically, Haas. So that was 6 damage.
Cool.
It was with a claw. So yeah, you can have these back. They suck.
Do you want a different?
So,
Do you want me to touch a different one? I
don't care.
I'm contagious.
I don't care.
the elves are doing what they can, but their weapons, as they cut through, as the weapons cut through, you watch the hounds heal back up. Most of them don't have magic weapons. They're good, they're masterwork, but they're not magic.
Okay, we're gonna manage weapons for these guys.
Aefa's trying to do what she can, and you can see her slinging different spells, trying to blow what she can and trying to heal who she can.
She responded all to me telling her to open a fucking doorway.
Do you know how long? Long answer is short answer is no. Longer answer is do you know how long it's going to take her to set it up, aim accurately, etc. So try to open a
I
math.
poke things with sharp
Exactly.
things. I don't do the magic thing.
Exactly. It's like saying open your front door to the back door.
I don't get that.
Yeah.
Open the window in the sky. What do you mean by that?
Open the door in your mind.
So,
Awaken.
this
Nirvana.
this one's still tearing up elves.
Is there a bunch of elves up there?
There's a
How
couple
many elves
elves.
are there?
There's dozens in and around. Some are in the trees, some trying to flee out of the trees. This one's been running after them through the air to go
The
to
trees
other
are not your
ones.
friend.
Has any of the attacks with Shillelagh been doing anything?
Some, but AC 21 is still a big thing.
Gotcha.
The shillelagh ones are hitting and they're denting a bit, but
Just pissing it off.
it tanked you.
It did tank.
Barely. Very barely. But
I also rolled dog shit on my attack.
she's yelling orders, trying to get them to do something in coordinated fashion. They did not expect a fight to happen here. It was a ceremony. Those two, one's turning right on you, opening its many-teeth maw way too wide. That one's charging, leaping at Sleestack as everything just stops. As you hear, the reason you didn't hear the buzzing is the howling continuously going on. As you just see the docent arrive. And you can see all the spines wriggling as he's flinging mauls around, trying to stabilize the fuck up you've all done. Wrap around the hounds. And she looks, what have you done?
We found puppies to play with.
Well,
As it looks, it turns.
sir, high
stares at
lord.
you. Hold on a second. Waves his claw, and you don't feel anything, but you're breathing through your nose all of a sudden. Because mouth's gone.
I was going to toss him too. That seems disadvantageous right now.
It just looks at you. What did you let them do?
Well, fuck you. With all due respect, sir, go fuck yourself.
I look over.
Look at this
like,
come lately.
Do you know how long it will take to stabilize this again?
Send us home now.
Fine. Fine. You want to go home? I am done with you. As he says that, you go, I had a wife and kid. You had a home. You had a life.
Tear. What did you take from me?
And it all comes back. You remember everything you had in your past life. Time with the docent is fuzzy, but you get snippets of what he's had you do, dragging people kicking and screaming into his realm. He's done pretty terrible, horrible things. You guys are remembering the hundreds and hundreds of times he's put you through. The deaths, the dismemberment, the, oh, I didn't know my spleen looked like that moments. But you get to stay.
Throw this cold iron short sword at him.
Make an attack roll.
Sick. I believe in the heart of the cards.
Make an attack roll.
We're the ones who stab him.
Yeah. You tried that multiple times, by the way. It's
That's
worked
fine.
once.
All right,
Let's
so
this just like slap the back of the pommel to make it go faster.
Roll your attack. Yeah.
Oh.
No, it just goes right where his head would be, and it just goes.
He doesn't have that part of his head.
How'd you not notice that?
Oops. This one will stay to replace you. That you've done this now. Be gone, all of you. As you can feel hundreds of mauls crawling all over
gross.
you. And it just goes dark. And it turns to you. You will earn your freedom. Let's go. As he reaches out, opens a door, and walks through a door. You can earn that back. You wake up back in your camp. It is a wreck. Not a recent wreck. This thing has been attacked. Looks like it was attacked weeks ago. The tent you last went to sleep in, torn to shreds. The smell of scorched is still in the air. As you walk out, this isn't where you left the camp. This isn't the same spot you had set up in. Buildings look different. You can see a small town in the distance, not one you recognize, at least not right away. If you look at it, you realize, oh no, that's the same temple that's been there, but there weren't near this many buildings before. The architecture has changed. Things have changed. It has been more than a short while since you've been back.
The architecture changed. That's upsetting.
There's just over time. You got back home a Sleestack. But no matter what you do the rest of your life, you'll always feel malls just
Yeah.
crawling over you.
Yep.
I think also like there's like a
Lots of
dresser
time.
right next to me. I just immediately just start planing it down to like a curve.
Sleestack refuses to go near hard edges anymore.
Just immediately just like wake and bake with the sleeve stack. Just like, oh my god. I just had the most fucked up dream, dude.
And you wake up in your home village. At least what it likely was. As you kind of, you're in a house, the same kind of architecture. You look around, you step out, and it's been a while. Trees that you remember planting have grown. Trees you used to climb as a kid have fallen and rotted. As you walk around a nearly abandoned town, there's a few people here, but it's been moved on. You do come across a graveyard.
Oh.
And as you look through it, you recognize two of the names. And even the graves are. And even the graves have been that long ago weathered. But you've managed to escape the docent. Unfortunately, he still has other victims.
I know exactly where you motherfuckers live.
Well,
And he sends you out to collect one
lifelong
day.
quest and the docent has begun.
But that is where your stories end, and where others' stories may begin in the future. For the docent has many eyes, many fingers, in many different events throughout history.
If you get captured by the docent, you probably should just like.
He won't let you.
Yeah, he won't let
Do you remember? You
Yeah.
tried that 6 times.
Yeah.
But
You actually remember them now. That's the
Uh-huh.
worst part.
you know what the steel feels like going into you.
Oh no!
But thank you all for having played these characters, and thank you all for watching along at home. This is a lot of fun, and I very much look forward to seeing how the docent evolves in the future.
Docent!